for a year or two.
Okay, we are getting set for our first bout of the evening. Smokin' Bert Cooper versus Cecil Instant Coffee. And Smokin' Bert in his locker room. He sent shockwaves through the boxing world when he almost stunned Evander Holyfield as a last-minute replacement. He is rated number 9 by the WBA, number 10 by the BC, number 12 by the IBF. Meanwhile, Cecil Coffee is unranked. Now, to get title shots, do guys like Cooper and Coffee have to get lucky breaks like Cooper got as a last-minute replacement for Francesco Damiani against Evander Holyfield?
That wasn't a lucky break. That was a miracle. And in order to get a miracle, you want to have to win decisively tonight to have the opportunity to stand there when they're looking for somebody and be there. If he loses tonight, it's bye-bye. If he wins, good. If he wins like he should win tonight, then he's standing there for another shot.
Well, Smokin' Bert Cooper certainly took his best shot on that fateful night, November 23rd, 1991, against Evander Holyfield in Atlanta.
Few spectators were surprised when the champion floored the underdog challenger in the first round. Cooper got off the canvas and began to reverse his fortune. But all who witnessed the bout were stunned when Cooper sent Holyfield reeling into the ropes, necessitating an 8 count to the champ in the third round. Holyfield rallied to stop Cooper in the 7th. Smokin' Bert lost the war, but he won the battle for his credibility among heavyweights. Now he must hope he can get close enough to get another chance.
And now in the ring for the first time since his near shocker against Evander Holyfield, Smokin' Bert Cooper, who proved to the world, at least in his mind, that he is a worthy contender, looking to capitalize on that November fight. Overall, a yo-yo type career, but he has to feel right now he is at the top of his game. Then again, you never know which Bert Cooper will show up. And Cooper's opponent, Cecil Coffee, who falls under the category of club fighter. He told us he is fully aware of how vital, how important tonight is, his biggest fight ever. Tonight he tries to enhance his reputation by stunning a man who came so close to upsetting the champ of the world, Coffee, a 7-1 underdog. Let's go to the numerical breakdown, the tail of the tape. Cooper, in so many wars, he actually looks older than 26. Both stand 6 feet tall. Cooper at 217, Coffee 216. Cooper was 215.5 for Holyfield, in case you're wondering. Cooper with the 2-inch reach advantage. To the Nevada rules, 10-point must system, 3 scoring judges, no standing 8 count, 3 knockdown rule in effect. Only the referee can stop the fight, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the final round. So here at the Mirage Ballroom, set for our first matchup, Bert Cooper versus Cecil Coffee. Let's get the official introductions from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the beautiful Mirage Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Don King Productions and the Mirage present the first of our 3 feature bouts of the evening. And in this bout, we are introducing the big men of the sport, heavyweights in action, scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Presenting the judges for this bout, we have Chuck Jompa, Art Lurie, and Dave Moretti. And presenting the referee in charge of this heavyweight 10-rounder, Jay Nady. Well, fans, introducing to you first on my right. He is fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing black trunks with red trim. He is originally from Flatwoods, Kentucky, now fighting out of Beckley, West Virginia. He weighed in at 216 pounds with a fine record of 20 wins, 3 defeats, 2 draws, and 18 wins by way of knockout. Welcome a fighter they call Cecil Instant Coffee. And his opponent the ring. On my left, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing black trunks with silver trim. He is fighting out of Salem, Virginia, by way of Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania. He weighed in at 217 pounds with a record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He has 23 wins by way of knockout. He is ranked the number 9 heavyweight contender in the world by the WBA. Introducing the always smoking Bert Cooper. Once again, here's your referee in charge, Jay Nady.
If you have any questions, I gave you your instructions in the dressing room. You have 10 rounds of boxing. Keep your heads back and your punches up. Anything else? Let's go to work.
So we're getting set for Smokin' Bert Cooper against Cecil Instant Coffee. There's a good look at the Coffee. He made it very plain to us he is not a boxer, although he is aggressive. He told us that he'll try to avoid a brawl. He said that Cooper will bring the fight to me. Round 1 scheduled for 10. Bert Cooper told us he is looking to end it early. A straight-ahead fighter a la Joe Frazier, his early inspiration, thus the nickname. A heavy-handed puncher, employs the 1-2 shot, body and head, more of a body puncher who Ferdy likes to wear down his opponents.
What to look for there is that Joe Frazier left hook. He's worked in the gym for a long time before they threw him out with Joe Frazier, and he picked up all of Joe's good habits. So look for that hook to come in.
We saw a left hook there by Coffee that waved in the wind. Bert Cooper has been off drugs now for over 2 years, he tells us. He took the Holyfield fight on just 4 days' notice, amazingly, almost shocking the champion. Combination by Cecil Coffee.
Keep him up, Bert. Cecil Coffey's trying to get those hooks away from his body. He doesn't like that. Those hooks landing to the body are very heavy on the part of Bert Cooper, but also they're low, right at the level of the belt line. They'll get warned for that.
More uppercuts that were low by Smokin' Bert Cooper. Cooper's nickname perhaps shouldn't be Smokin', but Cat, since he's had so many lives. He's had more crossroads than a Rand McNally map. There's a right uppercut by Cooper. Well, he's had a career marked by many ups and downs. Perhaps the biggest down was June of '89 when he ballooned to 211 for George Foreman in Phoenix and didn't come out for the 3rd round. Tested positive for drugs. The Arizona Commission held up his purse, and it looked like his career was history, but he bounced back with a win over Alton Norris 3 fights later for the NABF heavyweight title.
Well, as we said at the opening, the measure of a man is what happens to him after his defeats and his adversity. He whipped the drugs, and that is the biggest victory in his life. He's back. He's alive in the heavyweight division, and he almost became the Cinderella heavyweight champion of all time. Would have been even bigger than Douglas's win.
And he's the only man to put Holyfield on the canvas, too. He fought Ray Mercer. He broke Ray Mercer's jaw. Mercer, who recently lost to Larry Holmes, called it the toughest fight of his career against Smokin' Bert Cooper.
Cooper's doing everything he can to go home early here. Everything he is throwing is as hard as he can throw. He's not